So as you know, yesterday Google organized I/O event, which is held every year around this time in May. And this year there were several announcements, and many of them were the new announcement by the Google. So in this video, I will tell you about the 10 major announcements done by Google at the I/O event held yesterday, and also some small announcements. So watch this video till end to know all the announcements and all the things which Google have announced yesterday in the I/O event. So let's start. Many of the announcements were incomplete, many of them were complete, some of them were pretty good additions made by Google, and some were not that good. So the first announcement, which comes a surprise to many people and is a major announcement done by Google at the I/O event, is Google Lens. So as you know, all the Marshmallow and Nougat devices got the Google Assistant in their phones few months ago, officially by Google through an update of Google. So now Google has decided to add a new feature in Google Assistant, which is known as Google Lens. It is a very useful feature for all of us. If you open the Google Assistant and point your camera at a store, so it will automatically tell you which store is it. Or for example, if you want to connect to a Wi-Fi network, you point your camera, username and password of that Wi-Fi network wherever it is written. It will automatically input that and connect to the Wi-Fi network. Much awaited and who are using Android and Google Assistant regularly. So the second major announcement which we see every year by Google is the announcement of the new Android version. And Google launched the beta for the new Android version, which will be known as Android O. There are pretty new features of Android O. Google has officially rolled out not a OTA update but a beta release for all the Google devices like Nexus 5X, Nexus 6P, Google Pixel, Pixel C, all the major Google devices, and you can download it from the Google site and install it if you want to try the Android O. And though it would not be a daily driver, you can't, as it could have many bugs. Those who want to try the new OS early can surely use that. The third announcement was about Google VR, and Google has announced some partnership with HTC built some VR headsets on based Google VR technology, and Google announced Google Daydream VR last year, but it was not that mainstream and it was not very popular, and we hope the same for this year too. Has not shared the complete details about the Daydream VRs. They have just informed that the Daydream standalone Daydream VR will be available in market, and they would partner with HTC and different companies to bring the Daydream VR to the users. The fourth update, which looks awesome for all the Android users, is the VPS, which is the virtual positioning system, but it has several limitations, like it can only work on Project Tango smartphones, and there are very few in the market currently. Only Lenovo made some Project Tango smartphone last year, and they would probably come with another Project Tango smartphone this year. It has to do with augmented reality, so it could be a nice addition if Project Tango smartphones becomes mainstream. As this virtual positioning system has pretty nice features, like if you point your camera to several real life elements, like there is something near you and you want to find your current location or where you are, information about that, so it will just elements of that place and it will process the information and tell you about the location place where you are standing, some information about that. So the fifth update is not that important and it is not that revolutionary. We are using that from a long time, but just Google gave it a name and just Google highlighted the feature just now. So it would be a new programming language which would be used to develop Android apps. Currently mainly Java is used, and beside that in very little amount C++ is also used in Android app development. So now Google has said a new language which is named as Kotlin, spelled as Kotlin, which would be used to develop Android apps. And they say basically Kotlin language is based on Java. It is almost like Java but with several advanced and new features which are not present in Java. And Google say it will make the process of designing Android apps easier and faster for all the new Android developers. It doesn't mean that C++ or Java would not be there to develop Android apps. Kotlin would be a new addition to the programming languages which can be used to develop these apps. Basically, the Android Studio which Google was using was already carrying many elements of Kotlin programming language, and now they say Android Studio 3.0, which would be a new update to Android Studio, would have inbuilt functionality of Kotlin language, so developers can easily use Kotlin language. Another major announcement and a pretty nice one comes with Android Go. It is based on Android O, but it is pretty different, as it will run light versions of all the apps, and the UI and the system would be pretty light on the devices. So it would be useful for the cheap devices which launch in countries like India, China, Russia, where cheap devices are in demand. Earlier Google launched, few years ago, Google was working on Android One project, which was also for cheap devices. Now it has come with, so it would be, as I said, it would run light versions of the app. For example, it would run YouTube Go instead of YouTube. It would run several web apps too, and Google says it will easily run on systems with say 512 MB RAM or dual core processors even. So the next announcement was a little bit incomplete. Announcement was about Google Home, which Google launched last year along with the Pixel devices and other devices like the router or the devices and other devices. So Google has just said that Google Home could be used to make cordless calls, and Google hopes that it can replace your telephone, so you can directly call by saying "Okay Google," and you would get a private or personal number along with Google Home, so you can make calls anywhere. So the next announcement is pretty funny and comes as a surprise to many of the users, as currently Google has not launched Google Assistant for even lower versions of Android, which are pretty outdated today's time, like Lollipop, KitKat, Jelly Bean, and they are launching Google Assistant for iOS. So it is a pretty strange announcement, but I hope iOS users would like it. It would come as a separate app, not like we tap home button and it would come. So in iOS, all the people using iPhone would have a choice between Siri and Google Assistant, so they can use any of them. Personally, I would choose Google Assistant over Siri. So the next announcement by Google is pretty important for future, which is about artificial intelligence. So Google has launched some which are known as cloud TPU chips. Says it takes the machine learning and artificial intelligence level one step ahead, and it has been given the name Tensor Processing Unit. So it is a good step for the future, where we would see machine learning and AI would become mainstream. It would work on cloud platform. So next feature is not a major one, it is a minor one. It is related to artificial intelligence little bit. Some of you might have used Smart Reply feature in Gmail. So Google has just taken it to the next level and it has become better. And there were some minor announcements like I stated earlier about the web apps. Google will launch some web apps for the light version of the Android, which is known as Android Go. And Google would also enhance the cards for the Android Auto, and it would bring many new additions to the Android Auto platform, which is not that popular, but there are some. So Google wants to make this platform smarter, and they want to include cards like we see in the Google app. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you would like this video, and share this video so everyone can get information about the Google I/O which was held yesterday. And also please subscribe to our channel. You can see the subscribe button over here, and if you have any suggestions or any questions, write in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.